Hey guys, what's going on? Mark here from TST Industries, back in the garage with another video. And as you can see beside me, we have a Yamaha Tracer 900. This is not the Tracer 9 GT. This is a 2018 to 2020 model. This particular one is a 2019 model. But we're here today because you've installed LED signals on your bike. And now when you activate your signals, they're flashing really quick. Well, we have a solution for that, our LED Flasher Relay Gen 2. It's a plug-and-play module that corrects and controls the entire signal circuit, meaning front and rear signals. And whether they're stock, LEDs, or a mixture of both, our one relay will get you sorted. This installation is pretty straightforward. You don't need any specialty tools. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in and have Ben show you the installation.
All right, so to get this install started, we're gonna take our key and we're gonna pop open our trunk. Set that aside. And now once you're in here, you'll see this little rubber block. So to lift that out, you come in from the bottom here and just kind of pry it up. It just sits in there. There's no locking mechanisms or anything like that. So then once you've cleared that in here, there's a little lever that you'll pull towards the outside of the bike to remove your driver's seat. And now right here is the relay we're gonna be replaced just off to the side here. And it does sit on this little post with this little rubber boot. So we'll pull it off and then we'll take this relay off. Just has a little pin that you push down on there, and we'll be removing this boot to transfer onto our new relay. So now we'll grab our TST relay, we'll transfer this boot onto here, and we are going to use a screwdriver to kind of pry up this a little bit, give us a little bit more clearance. And then it just slides on exactly how it was on the old one. You may need to use your screwdriver to pry a little bit as well. Once you get it going though, it slides right on there. All right, so we've got that set up, and now we'll just plug it right back in the way it was. Make sure that's secure. Push the boot back as it was. We'll come back to our driver's seat. We're gonna be all set here now. Reinstall in the reverse order. Sit our boot back on here with the arrow pointing forward. You may find it easier to do that before latching the seat, of course. There we go. Make sure it clicks, make sure it doesn't lift when it's seated. Same goes for the passenger seat. You're gonna wanna make sure it's all the way up into the back before we push it down, otherwise it won't lock. Once it clicks, you're all set, you're ready to ride.
And with that, this installation is now complete. As you can see, your new upgraded LED turn signals are flashing at the appropriate speed. And the good news is if you had your stock signals, they would also be flashing at the appropriate speed. So if you have a signal issue, a hyperflash issue of sorts, and you're looking for a solution, be sure to stop by our website, tstindustries.com. The link to this relay is in the description below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment field below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with all the new and exciting videos we're putting out. And lastly, as always, don't forget to stop by our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all username TST Industries. For now, this has been Mark from TST. Catch you guys next time.
In this segment, we're going to demonstrate the actual adjustment of the flash rate procedure. In front of me, you see a collection of the different adjustable relays that we offer. We're just gonna choose one and demonstrate using this one. The actual relays, when they arrive to you, they are set at 85 cycles per minute. This emulates the OEM rate that all the OEMs set their flasher relays to. For the purpose of the actual removal of the housing, we will be using a flathead screwdriver, a tiny little flathead screwdriver. And for the actual adjustment of the flash rate, we will use very small Phillips. On the housing, there are slots on opposite sides of the longer dimension where you can pry up on the gray housing and toggle to remove the cap. Once you remove the cap, you will take out the circuit. Pay attention to where it comes out of. There is a channel within this housing where you will have to slip this back into. It can't really fit the other way, so just note that. Let's put this back into the actual cap. It can really only go one way. If you insert it the wrong way, you'll see it's misaligned, so let's get it the right way, and then let's hop on over to a bike, and I'll show you how to adjust it using this little potentiometer. For the demonstration here on the bike, I'm just gonna use a standard bike I have here. The actual adjustment will be universal to any bike. We'll grab our disassembled relay, get it aligned and plugged in, turn it over so that we have access to the potentiometer. Now, we have exposed a lot of the conducting surfaces here on the circuit. If we were to power this bike up and turn on the signaling circuit and have this grounded to anything, that would likely cause a short and we would blow this circuit up. So during the adjustment procedure, make sure you do not touch any surfaces. Hold it in your hand, use the other hand to make the adjustment, power the bike down, and then proceed to the rest of it. I'm gonna power the bike up, turn on one of the signals so I can see we have 85 cycles per minute as delivered. I'm going to alter the speed to the limit. Now there is a slight delay because of the charging of a capacitor. So when you turn it, give it about 5 seconds until you judge the rate. Turn it to the other limit. And that speeds it up. And then from here, you just find the flash rate that you're comfortable with, or you could return to roughly 85 cycles per minute if that's your cup of tea. Now I have it where I like it. I'm gonna power it down, replace the cap. Remember, the channel is where the circuit board slides on. Once we get this mated or bottomed out, press it together and it snaps together. If you have a boot for the plug, cover it now, replace that on the frame or plastic keeper tab, and then you're ready to go to the reverse order of disassembly.